welcome to the Pope Clowncast. This week's, I want to tell everybody thank you for joining in with us, and a shout out to our sponsors with Sports Talk with Friends and Little J's Donuts. We're going to come in live every Sunday at 8 o'clock, and the topics are, we never know. We just go with it, and you know it's going to be fun. This week, we're going to get into Captain Morgan and my days of being Captain Morgan and the wild ride that was, networking and experiences I got to experience. But before we get into that, I want to bring in my co-host with me, Uncle Leroy. And you can't say Leroy without saying the Junior.
Hey, goddamn right, man. Let me in the building, bro.
Like, I know we was going to be able to after last week.
Hey, bro, so I had to kick in the door this week, man. What's down, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Easter was brutal on some of us.
Hey, you know what they said? They kept Jesus in the cave for some time. I was stuck in the cave, man. You know, I couldn't get out there, so no seal shut. But look, this is your dude, Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. Yes, sir. We all live, man. Like, god damn. Jimmy the Cricket, man. Look, so everybody tapped in already. They said the mental talents, man.
We had some. So we're going to do this one a little bit different. I'm going to take the mask off for this one.
Already?
Love.
Who is this guy?
Love. We're going to get into it with Captain Morgan. Boy, I had to have that Captain Morgan. I got grades now, though, but I was always one of the all-natural captains in there. But going back, man, it was because of that mask is how I even got to be Captain Morgan. I had already made the mask, and I was wearing it around everywhere, and my brother's neighbor, his daughter bought a house and needed they kind of ran out of money when they was getting it done. So they asked, I knew how to do floors at that time. So they asked me to do some. Yeah, I used to be a floor installer. Like I did that. I actually
wait, no, you can't just run past that, bro. How you go from cutting floors to cutting donuts?
Shit, I was a body piercer before that. Like, dude, I've had some jobs now. I've had some interesting jobs. But I actually really enjoyed floors. I just didn't like them people standing over you watching you do the work and stuff. Like that's bound to make you fuck up right there.
Fact.
But they had asked me to do these floors for this girl in her house and like a family price and all, and I was like, I'll do that for them. So while I was doing the floors, your girl came home and she was like, aren't you that guy that wears that mask everywhere? And I was like, yeah. She was like, you want to get paid to dress up? And I thought they was going to pay me to dress up as Pope Clown.
Hold on, wait, time out, man. You just running into the story. Look, the chat lighting up, man. Let's get it.
I thought
You gonna tap in. So look, wait, we got Mama Dean, man. We got
la.
Yeah, we got it. So we got Coach Lee. Let's go. We see you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, minimum talents. You know what I'm saying? We got Diana. Who's Diana?
That's one of like Jason's distant grandmas. That's one of the women that helped me out to get custody of Jason. She was actually one of his mom's landlords.
Man, blessings.
Dude, they helped me out big time.
Man, look, so man of many trades. Blessings, man. All right.
For sure.
Look, Mama Dean said, in case you didn't see it the first time. Oh, man, again, she put it right back. You know what I'm saying? We see it up.
Because I don't tell them, man, what they see. It's the first time for them anyway. I don't tell them none of our plans. I tell them what the topic is, but I don't tell them what our plan is for the show.
Right.
Gotta keep. What up, Bobby?
Gotta give a shout out to our guy, man. Tapped in, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, she tapped in. Diana says, best thing we ever did for him.
I agree. I appreciate it.
Chills, man.
I appreciate it. He at home playing on the table. He's not with me tonight. He got his tablet. He got his little friend that he can call and talk to on his tablet. So he be FaceTiming him all day. So he bailed on me this week.
Okay, I'm about to say, we don't got Hollywood nephew. You know what I'm saying?
No. He's occupied tonight. He's got his little friend with him. He's been on FaceTime all day with this little boy, Elijah. That's his best test, man. That's my best friend.
Yeah.
Playing Roblox.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm sorry, I had to talk. Like, that's what's big right now. You know, kids being sociable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Social skills. So that's good that he's able to, you know, distinguish. Hey, that's my friend. Because I asked my son who's 17. I'm like, who your friends are? He's like,
right. No, I'm very active when it comes to stuff. I want to know. I want to know them. I want to know who their parents are. Like, I talked to his mom on Messenger and stuff. Dude, it tripped me out. So, funny story about that. They were trying to get Jason to add Elijah to the game and all. So I'm sitting here. This is what let me know Jason's a little bit behind in development. So I'm sitting here having a conversation with these people, and they're like, I'm like, here's his name, and like they're walking me through how to add him and shit. I'm talking to this 5-year-old kid. I thought it was his mom. And then all of a sudden she messaged me. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know Elijah was messaging you. I'm like, whoa, as a 5-year-old kid having a conversation with me. He's walking me through how to add Jason on this game. I'm like, wow.
Hey, that's my nephew. I ain't gonna put that on him. I'm gonna just say the homie was riding his bike if he was introduced to that before Jason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like, it was crazy. All of this played a role. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember, so we got the mask that was stolen. So you had to get, so I want to know, so was this the first mask or the second mask that got you to be this Captain Morgan job?
My original first mask. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all look, all our viewers, y'all gotta go back. Way back, not too far back, and check out one of the original, the first one, where he talk about the mask.
The original first one actually had deer antlers on it.
Check out the first episode.
Yeah, I made that one, and then I wore it to the voodoo game, and then we used to have a rave on Halloween, vampire stripper sluts at State Palace Theater on Halloween. I went to that rave.
Wait. What was the name of this shit?
Vampire stripper sluts. They had it every year at the State Palace Theater. Like, old hardheads will know about that place. But I had deer antlers coming out the head and out my mask, out the face, and I turned and I snagged some girl. So I took the antlers off. I was like, all right, the antlers ain't gonna work. I'm gonna wind up fucking somebody up. And that's when I went with the buffalo horns. The buffalo horns wound up working good because they not as sharp. Like if I hit somebody, it just popped them. They be all right. Don't get so close. 6 feet.
All right. So look, like I said, y'all got to check out the very first episode so y'all can get the understanding about the mask. So it was the original mask that got you the Captain Morgan job. So
right.
We got Robert. I guess he one of your real friends. So Robert says, "Good times."
Love.
You know what I'm saying?
Love.
Right there. Pause. Good times. Pause. My friend loved when you showed up to promote our channel of Release live show. What is that?
Yeah, that's a friend of mine. He's a drummer in a band, and they did a concert, and I actually got my the company to let us do a Captain Morgan promo there. But it was a benefit, and I got to go out there and be Captain Morgan with like all my friends. Oh, dude, we got shitty that night. Oh my God, yeah, that was a good one.
Look, that's how you know it's good when Pomo just like, yeah.
Look. Dude, that was a good night. That was a good night. I fucking lost like a quart of Coke. Somebody gave me a big old bag of quart of Coke. I put it in my pocket. And I was like, later on, I remembered I had it. And I went to the bathroom and couldn't find that bitch nowhere. So I'm like, you got to be lying. No. Turn the lights on. Clear this bitch out. We got to find this.
That shit probably right on top of your head, man. Like, God damn.
Dude, like that actually happened quite because you got so much gear on as Captain Morgan. Like, you think you hit a pocket and just drop shit on the floor and all. But yeah, that.
All right, so he also says, and let's not forget. See, like I said, this is one of your real friends. He said, let's not forget how much the girls like the Captain.
No.
The Captain in costume. Bam. Like that sounds like insider trading, bro. Like,
no, they got the.
You gotta let us know. Like, did you hang out with them? Like, how do you know?
Oh, I tell my friends all these good stories, bro. Like, they would see me leave the bar. Like, a lot of my friends would come out and hang out for the promos and stuff. and they got to witness a lot of this shit firsthand. Like, dude, it was crazy. We're gonna get into that in the second segment of the show, though. But yeah,
hold on, wait. I should have known you back then. The only thing I do is get hooked up on donuts. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude. Look, some of my friends would come out. I'd have them wristbands waiting for them and shit. Get them in the blah blah. And then when we go do a promo, so not to get ahead of things. So what Captain Morgan is they got Diageo. Diageo is the #1 alcohol distributor in the nation. They own Captain Morgan. So just like your Jaeger girls, Jack Daniels, they send promo models out and you give away free alcohol. Like so we would go to the bar and we would buy bottles of bar at their price. So like we'd have like $200 limit per bar. That only buys you 2 bottles. Like even though you could buy the shit for $20 at Winn Dixie, we had to buy.
That's what I'm tripping out. That's what I'm trying to understand, bro. Like what?
Well, the Diageo didn't want the bars to lose money on the sale because we're giving away the shots. So like it's pretty much Diageo's buying their product at your cost, and we're just gonna give it away just to promote the brand because. A lot of college bars, your younger people drink the Captain. It's cheaper. That's the main thing. It's cheaper than a lot of your shit. So they quicker to go buy that.
Right.
So I'll go into a bar. Like I worked on the weekends. Like Captain Morgan did the weekends. Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. Depending on what bottle came out or whatnot, what brand they had, but they would give us a list of bars we had to go to that they would book us. So I had 3 girls with me. They called the Morganettes. You can see them in some of the pictures there. We would go to a bar, and I would literally host an hour party at these bars. Like that right there made me fall in love with it because I'm already extra as shit, and then now I get to be the man of the hour. Like, and dude, like you think Pope Clown got away with shit? Captain Morgan gets away with more shit because you're nationally known at that point. Like nobody literally tells you shit.
See, I mean, like in the hood, in the hood, we call those type women boppers. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying? So, Groove, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what the girls' job. So Captain Morgan is the brand when it comes to it. So like I could never be seen eating. I wasn't supposed to be seen drinking. Can't smoke cigarettes. You can't be holding.
Wait. You can't be seen drinking, but you promote freaking liquor.
You're not supposed to be drinking that liquor. You're supposed to be handing it out, giving it away for free. That was one of the #1 rules to being Captain Morgan is you can't drink the product. Just like a drug dealer, don't do your own shit,
Wait, but I'm saying I'm from New Orleans, and so it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I drank it.
That's what I'm about to say.
Drank
if you're offering me a drink, bro, I need you to drink it first.
See, there it is. You don't realize how much you drink because every time you give a shot away, you're taking a shot because that person wants you to do it with them because you're Captain Morgan. So next thing you know, at the end of the night, you done did the highest count they ever got me at was 72 shots in a night at Tigerland in Baton Rouge. I actually slept in their parking lot. Like I didn't drive home that night. That was a yeah.
Shots?
Dude, and then when we talking,
no, look at me in the boat of these right here.
Look, and that's I asked the girls, and I'm like, I asked them how many shots I called Alicia, and I'm like, how many did I drink? And she was like, we stopped you at 72. Why the fuck you stopped at 72? 20 would have been a good number, but 15. But you don't realize
the advantage of you, bro. I'm just saying.
It goes by so fast. You don't even realize it. Like while it's happening, you ain't even drunk because like it's so fast paced. It's a party, man. Like everything's going good.
No. The normal person is drunk, bro. You say
no,
like, so fast. Like it happens so fast, y'all.
Dude, that's the reality of it. Like your adrenaline's going.
2 shots of water. I'm fucking punch water drunk.
Nah, you ain't. But you gotta think about it though. Your atmosphere, your environment, like you're the man of the hour. Everybody's wanting to talk to you, and you got to think about it too. I was on drugs when I was doing this. So I had cocaine helping me so I was able to maintain my alcohol.
Gotcha.
But now, when you get to that last promo and it's all over with and everything stops, you feel all those shots you did in about 5 minutes. Before you can start your car, you're like, all right, we got this.
So I mean, it's really like the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's like so you go from the Poke Clown, you know, this lifestyle, and now you know you got this brand, nationally known costume, recognized name brand.
Dude, and they would
walk into a club and you're just like, what?
And they were very strict on everything too. Like they literally every 6 months you'd get a DVD in the mail, and it was always called, it was the Captain Morgan's Do's or Don'ts, and it's what you can do and what you can't do as Captain Morgan.
But wait,
me, I'm a rebel.
But you broke the cardinal rule. They said no drinking.
I broke every rule. I never did. Everything that was on them CDs that told me not to do is what I did. Just because of my personality, like who I am. And plus, once I start drinking and shit, that's game over. And then everything they told me to do, I didn't do it.
Note to self: do not drink with you.
It's dangerous. Actually, I don't drink no more. I can't. Like if I go drinking now, but as soon as that shit, my favorite alcohol is cocaine. Like I can't do one without the other. So I just quit doing all of it. Like it ain't worth it. Because I already know where I'm going to end up by the time that night's over with. It's like, nah, I got to work now. That shit, it don't work out the same way. But no, so I would do, because like the stuff that they wanted you to do, man, it was just corny. Like that, it wasn't me. It's not who I was per se. I just went in as Captain Morgan, and I was already a loud, outstanding person. Man, I get on the bar, grab that microphone, and you start talking, get that crowd bumped up. Next thing you know, dude, you done took 10 shots and ain't even realized it yet. Like you only been there for about 15 minutes. Anything you could think to eat, dude. It depends on, like we used to do the Madison Wooden Boat Fest over there. That's a big event. That was actually my very first promo I ever did.
I'm still stuck on you grabbing a mic and rocking it. I mean,
yo, dressed as a pirate at that. Well, I can't say pirate.
Can you give us some of your stuff when you grab the mic? What you used to say?
It's the Captain Morgan show, and dude, you just go on with it. You find a little cute girl that pull her up on the stage, get her dancing to your theme music. Hold the bottle out, Brian. Just start pouring it. Right, dude, you got to get everybody start making it. Get them to start a Captain Morgan. But you got to think it's all young college kids. Granted, I will say a big problem, which don't shock me. There's a lot of underage drinking in these college bars, which is known. But it's like they giving them wristbands. At the same time, you ain't supposed to, but you're giving alcohol to kids because, according to the bar, they're legal. They got their wristbands and shit, and that can be confrontational sometimes. Because, dude, you look 15. I'm not giving you that drink. So now him and his boys want to come around. I'm like, I will bust your ass as Captain Morgan. Like, let's not make no money. I was arrested 3 times as Captain Morgan. I don't give a fuck. Like,
hey, look, we got footage. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell my kids that this is you.
Bourbon Street for Mardi Gras.
This is you on Bourbon Street. That's what I'm
for Mardi Gras. I want to say that is 26, 2006.
I'm sorry. We got Mama Dean. I forgot. I can't read on you. She said he even talked in his sleep. Boy was always.
That's what Jason gets. That's why Jason's 100 miles an hour. He gets it from me.
Wow. So you get it from me. But that's
right.
Able to guide that.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like iffy with this medicine. I'm like, I hear y'all, but it's gonna even out by the time, let that little boy be a little boy.
I tell my son the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I never put him on that medicine growing
up.
You conquer that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it. Like, mind over matter. But I mean, Captain Morgan, you know what I'm saying? Talking about mind over matter, you was telling me before the show, you was like, one of the little lines was, hey, you want some?
I do. So when I got into Captain Morgan, like I did the Wooden Boat Fest, and it was my very first one. So I was kind of iffy on what I could do and what I couldn't do, and I learned quickly what I can get away with and what I can't.
Sounds like everything, bro.
Everything. And then Captain Morgan's slogan during that era was, "You got a little captain in you." Dude, best line they could have ever just set you up with. Because all you had to do was find that chick and be like, "You got," and like you tell it to everybody, like it was my job, like, "You got a little captain in you," and they would always be that girl. No, and be like, "You want some?" What up, man?
Appreciate it,
Mr. Black. Dude.
I mean, so all right, let's just recap it. So they send you DVDs, right?
Oh yeah.
You should not do, right?
I did every one of them.
Like, fuck that. You don't pay attention. You probably don't even pay to play the DVD.
Oh no, I watched them. I watched them just to see how far off I was from what I was supposed to actually do. Like some of the stuff was really good to know because there's a lot of legal shit that's involved with this stuff. So it was good to watch it, but it depended on what brand they were coming out with at that time as to like it kind of gave you your targets if you're going because that the whole job is targeting and branding. Like you got depending on the alcohol, you're going to target the male or the females, and then depending on what drink it is, age groups and stuff. So you had to watch that.
Wait, hold on, bro. I'm feeling. Wait.
It's a business, bro.
So so I'm still stuck on. So I'm trying to get past. You say you didn't pay attention to the stuff that you weren't supposed to do, but you caught on to the little catchphrase. You know what I'm saying?
Because there was a payout in that.
And then you start saying that you're targeting either male or female with drink and a good time.
Yes.
So this is what's really under the covers?
And they're paying me, they were paying me $35 an hour to do this.
Bro.
And then like if I had to go to I wound up becoming I tell you what, before we even get into the
let's go, man. Let's go.
We're gonna go ahead and tap into this little commercial break from our sponsors. And when we come back from this, we're gonna get into some of being when I was at Tulane. The boot. I know everybody's been to the boot at some time. Like that. I can't tell you how many times I did the walk of shame out of Tulane's dorm. But as soon as we come back from this commercial break, man, we're gonna tap into that.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Brew here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Oh, welcome back. Had to take that little shout out breaks for our sponsors to get their words in there because without them, we ain't getting no bills paid. So we appreciate it.
I had to take that break to get my little shot.
Love. Dude, I don't even want them shots no more. But yeah, dude, about I want to say year one after I got that first year under my belt, dude, like it was free range at that point. Like I had already become the number one most requested Captain Morgan. Like they were literally sending me up to like New Iberia, Lafayette. I would go out to Houma. And I like those because now I'm getting $35 an hour plus 50 cents a mile that I drive. It's like shit. Dude, all of it, me, the girls, everybody would be arguing about who's driving up here because that person gets the 50 cents a mile and be like, nah, I'm going to take my own car, man.
So you driving as Captain Morgan with hot chicks and getting paid.
Yeah.
And getting free drinks.
And learning a lot, bro. Like the shit these women would say, bro. Like these girls. But you got to think about it, man. These girls, they would get hit on by every other dude standing in that bar. Like, because, I mean, they're in there in like little pirate lingerie and shit pretty much.
Oh,
so, right. Right. And now you got young dudes in here, probably first time away from their mom and dad and shit, drinking in these bars. They thinking they got a shot with these women. These women are very high class, man. They're not going like I'll never forget. I was sitting in the car, man, and they had Alicia and Brandy was sitting in the front seat. Your girl turned around. The dude asked the girls if he could take her to Copeland's. The girl turned around and she was like, "How you gonna ask me to Copeland's? Copeland's ain't nothing but a high price Shoney's." I'm sitting in the back seat like, man, I fucking like Copeland's too, man. Like, what the fuck?
High school prime,
bruh. I fuck up an onion mom quick, man. I was like, listening. She was. They used to. It made it at a young age, man. It made me start seeing how like some women can be, bro. Because they're like, you want to do something nice for me? Send me a pizza. Don't come with it. I'm like, bitch, what? Like, holy shit.
Right, like, well, damn.
Bruh. And people do it, dude. Like, I remember one time that girl, the guy was bragging about he just got a new pool put in his house, bro. And he gave that girl that key, bro, and let her had a party, bro. And that dude wasn't even there. I'm like, I'd have took everything at that time in my life. I'd have took everything in that motherfucker's house, and I'd have took the house. Like, what the fuck,
like,
dude?
I'm just,
bro.
My hooks in it.
The best times to do it was football season. You get sent to all the college bars and everything. And dude, the boot. A lot of my friends used to come out to the boot, and that's a lot of fucking Tulane college kids, man.
Well, where's the boot? I mean, they're gonna get free promo. I've never heard of the boot.
It's right. Well, honestly, I believe it's still there. I mean, we talking about fucking 10 years ago. But right there off of Magazine Street, you take Broad all the way down, man, and it's down up.
Is a part of Magazine I stop?
La, 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 la.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know.
Nah, you get on Broad all the way down, you'll run right into it. It ain't the best of neighborhoods, but it's a good little spot for that bar. No, we used to go to TJ Quills was another good one. What up? You always knew the girls like it was their first time away from home. It'd be dead winter and shit, bro. They come walking up in there in like a grass skirt and coconut bra and shit. You're like, keep me away from this bitch here, right? This is gonna be the one. God damn it. Next thing you know, you're doing a walk of shame out of Tulane's dorm room and shit, bro. And they never want you to take that costume off. It's like, didn't plan on it. Like,
so you taking a walk of shame in Captain Morgan?
Out of Tulane's dorm rooms many a time.
Oh yeah. On that, I'm gonna have to find.
One of the girls I'm actually still good friends with. You know, we joke about that. She is like, because they rode her ass. Like when you walking down the hallway, man. Like when they see you, well now they starting to chant Captain Morgan and this shit. And then now they trying to figure out what room you came from, bro. I just walk out and do my pose with my left leg up. And walk right up out that bitch, bro. Like, wait and see if I'm gonna leave that bitch again next week.
Hey, I'm about to take. Look, you better stand on. Look,
no,
like
shit like that. Where them kid, like them people didn't realize. So you always, everybody wants you to do the pose, man. So you gotta put that left leg up. Well, man, about 3 hours in the drinking and shit.
Hold on, wait. I'm playing this move. She said, cut the crap. Please don't make me come on my ears.
Be like, you might want to mute it. Come back in 10 minutes.
Hey, we told y'all no script, no filter.
We just roll with
it. It's him. He made me do it. So we got Facebook user. They say it's still there. 1039
Broadway. Yep. The boot. That's Tulane's hangout pretty much. That's if anybody like that's the underage drinking fucking bar for Tulane.
Hey man, well look, you know what? Thank you. I'm you just killed my street cred. You just snitched.
Oh, dude, come on. Anybody and everybody from New Orleans knows the boot, TJ Quills, but they used to be Bruno's. All them fucking places. Dude, but I tell you what, I'll tell you something that I would never forget. What's up? I tell you something that I would never forget is when we would do TJ Quills. Dude, so we get off of work about midnight and them crackheads would come out, bro. And where these dudes come from, I don't know. But they would pull out this barbecue pit, bro. And like literally stand on it because none of these places had permits to cook food inside of them and shit. Bro, these crackheads would bring out this home makeshift fucking barbecue pit and start doing like burgers and pork chops. Dude, I ate that shit every time we was out there. That was like the best pork chops I ever ate in my fucking life. Right, and them crackheads be out there like drug dealers, bro, big wad of money, bro. And then at the end of that night, when it was over with, you see the fucking drug dude come by. He make that deal. Them dudes just hand over that wad. I'm like, these motherfuckers literally respect the game. Like them dudes hustled all night to get their fix on that night. But I ain't lying. Those some of the best pork chops I ever fucking ate. It's probably why I never got
about pork chops, man. I don't know about no pork chops, man.
Man, I keep telling y'all, bring y'all Texas ass down here and let's have a barbecue off. But y'all keep playing. You and Coach Lee playing and don't want to come down here and handle that.
Man, I don't no smoke, man.
I don't blame y'all for not wanting this smoke.
Man, look, man,
but I'm just saying.
What to do with the seafood? You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
Man, you know
here we go. Don't forget your roots. Don't forget your roots. Shit. Yeah. We cook. But yeah, dog, man, some of the shit, a lot of it, there's a negative side to it too, because now you're in there with a bunch of little dudes that daddy got a little bit of money and they, oh, you know who my daddy is? Don't give a fuck neither. Like, I'm a grown ass man in here, bro. Like, don't let this fool you, bro. Like, fuck that.
So you was ready to take the Captain mask.
I would have busted their asses, as Captain Morgan. Dude, so I legit somewhere, I want to say it's in New Iberia. I want to say it was like right on that line, man. But my mugshot is Captain Morgan. Like, I went to jail in that shit for fighting because, I mean, you're just not going to touch me. I don't give a fuck. And literally, so they take me, they book me. I'm in jail as Captain Morgan. And the sad thing is, he always told me what. I don't lie to my mom. I never lie to my mom. I'll tell her straight.
No. I know where. Just know me and mom just listening. You know.
La. But dude, like, so they took me to jail. Now I'm in like New Iberia. I had my mom's car, so like I had her fucking brand new fucking car.
Hey, you know what? I fucks with Mama D because she looks like a parent. Like, not my son. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, my mom will be like, look how nice that house is burning. Don't you put that fire out. Shit, my mom got my back. Might not always be right, but she got my back.
Yeah, fuck.
But so up in New Iberia, I got into a fight and they took me to jail for it, dude. And so then it comes down to an issue that they couldn't put me in the cell because I'm dressed like Captain Morgan. And that these dudes are like, put him in here. I'll fuck that pirate. It's like, I'm sitting here arguing. I ain't a pirate, bitch. Because
hold on. That shit took a
No. I'm sitting here talking shit. No, this was up in New Iberia.
They get down like that?
No, them dudes was fucking with me. And then I'm talking shit back because I'm drunk. And then the whole time I'm looking at that guard like, y'all know y'all can't put me in there. Some dudes gonna fuck me up. Like, they wound up handcuffing my ass. They had a chain link. It was so weird. They had a chain link fence against the wall, and I stood there handcuffed to that fucking fence, bro, for about 2 hours until Scotty had to make a phone call and get my ass up out of there because Captain Morgan can't go to jail, can't be in the newspaper for it and shit. It's a national brand. That's one thing I will say that I learned. So I did Jersey Shore, DJ Pauly. So me and this dude about getting a fist fight. Like, dude was actually an asshole. I go do Club Karma, and they had the girls going wild. See that everybody talk about that Freaknik that's coming out on Netflix. Man, fuck that. Look, let somebody do a documentary of girls going wild. I've been in that bus twice. I know what the fuck goes on in that bus.
Man, look, I bought the DVD couple times.
No.
Did a couple times. All them things were hit.
I just enjoyed the view though from that shit. I was smart enough not to get involved.
Wait. So you were able to be in there?
In the bus because I was Captain Morgan. Just watching. Just watching, cheered on. Get that shit. You're fucking right. But I never joined in on none of that because I was too scared to get sued because I'm Captain Morgan at the same time. And you pop up on a video fucking some girl and making a point of what your ass is in trouble.
Wait. So you couldn't join. So you were on the bus.
Just watching.
But you
being Captain Morgan.
Because you was Captain Morgan.
No, I wouldn't join because I was Captain Morgan. They were trying to get me to get in on that shit. It was like, I got paid $35 an hour. I ain't losing that for this little drunk cheap bitch. Like that's not happening. I mean,
bro, this was Girls Gone Wild. I mean, this was a whole thing. I mean, they had Girls Gone Wild, St. Louis, New York, New Orleans.
Them bitches had a bus that they drove around. They had a bus there. That's how we knew. That's how I knew if Club Karma was going to be good or not. Because if we pulled up and that bus was sitting out front, it's going to be a wild ass night. You're going to have a good time. There's like all kind of drugs was going to be being passed around. All kind of, on top of the alcohol we were giving away, they're giving away. Shit. You start getting with the other promo models and swapping bottles and shit. Next thing you know, you got a hellified after party happening.
Wow.
Dude, we had it was really some good time. There was a couple of times it was shitty. Some people would like. There's a few times I got drugged. The worst time.
Wait. You talk about like Bill Cosby drug? Like
yeah. So you walking around. Not everybody drinks Captain Morgan, and you walking around giving away free shots and all. And like every now and then you'll come across somebody and they'll be like, "Let me buy you a shot." Normally, I have enough sense to where I would go to. I was like, no problem. I'm gonna take that free shot, but I'm gonna go to the bar with you, watch that bartender pour that drink, and I'm gonna take that drink from that bartender. I'm not gonna let you hand me that drink. And there's a couple of times I was fucked up and I got caught slipping, and damn for sure, like you going on through the night, man, and then like right before you leave, you just feel it, like fuck, man, here we go again. And they don't know I'm already a seasoned vet when it comes to the drugs. So you ain't did nothing but make my night more better for me anyway. Like
right.
I'm going to stay in Baton Rouge and party now. That's all that did. But there was one time I was at the I can't remember the name of it. It was the Texas Club Texas or some shit. And we had a real good time that the Chiwis was playing. And
who?
The Chiwis, it's a touring cover band down here in New Orleans.
Talking about the potato chip.
No. It's a known little local cover band down here, and the lead singer for that actually worked for Diageo, so they wound up sponsoring them for these concerts. And we went down there, and I don't know what this dude gave me, man. He kept trying to give me a shot, and I'm like, no, I'm just starting, I'm trying to get warmed up and stuff. I was like, but when it comes down to an end, I'll come find you. We're gonna take that shot. When I was making my rounds, I seen the dude and I was like, hey, I'll take that shot now. And I didn't go to the bar with him. He went to the bar, got the shot, came back, gave it to me. When I took that shot, when we were leaving, I told the girls, I was like, bro, I don't feel right. And I was like, put in my phone where I'm at, like my address, because I already knew I was about to take a fucking trip on my favorite rocket ship. It seemed like, but I wanted to know where I was, Right. The girls came, they left. I got in the car. I remember getting out of the driver's seat and getting in the passenger seat because I didn't want to. I know that if you're caught in the car with the keys in the ignition, they're going to take you to jail for drinking and driving. So I made sure to get into the passenger seat. So if the police ever rolled up, hey, I don't know where the fucking driver went. The girls.
Why you just didn't take the keys out?
Huh? I wasn't going to be caught in the front seat, in the driver's seat. Nowhere. I knew I was fucked up.
Right.
I don't know what that guy gave me. I ain't never done no shit willingly that ever did that to me. But I vaguely remember the girls and like they were all like over me. I thought I was dreaming and shit. And then I wake up the next morning and I didn't even know where I was. Dude, I wake up, I'm in an apartment complex's fucking parking lot and shit. I picked up my phone and I put in the GPS. I put in my address so I knew where to fucking go. I just started the car up and drove home, dude. The girls came back to check on me because of what I had said. Good thing they were looking out for me. Because I said I told them that I wasn't feeling right. And when they came back, I'm hanging out the window of this motherfucking car, sleeping in that bitch. Like they was like, we could hear you snoring, pulling in that bitch. I said, yeah, I don't know what that guy gave me. But then they took me to the girl's apartment and they couldn't get me out the car. So they just rolled up the windows and shit and locked me in there and figured I'd wake up and figure out where I was.
Or suffocate either one with you.
One of the two. At least they didn't leave the car running so I can get carbon monoxide.
I right, man. So I don't know what's going on with this chat, but we got some, some people hanging in. So we got Rick. Is this your guy? So he says Bill Cosby wanted
a donut. Look, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got this guy. We got Robert Santora. You know this guy?
Duct tape to the love seat to the chicken.
I didn't get it the first time. And then he came back and did it again.
I guess the two live chickens. Because it's shit that happens. Man, I've been knowing Robbie for about 25
Wait. Hold on. Wait. You can't see. My shit's bald.
I ain't bald, buddy. I got grays, but I ain't bald. I got grays. I got the little yarmulke going on though.
It looks like it's green. That's what I'm.
Nope, that's just gray as shit.
Okay. I'm trying to make
sure. It's getting there. I don't want to die. I'm embracing my old age. I call it wine. I'm aging like wine. Most of them age like milk. But yeah, but all for all, man, it was a really cool job. It was one of the greatest times of my life. Like I never got a DWI. I don't know. That's why I look at, knock on wood, I had an successful stint as Captain Morgan. I never did get a DWI. I did, however, get hit with an act of terrorism charge. That was.
Mama D said, I haven't heard this one. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, she knew about when I got hit with the act of terrorist charge. So I was leaving Miss Mays one night. We were doing a promo, and I stayed after it was over with. And then the girls had gave me 2 bottles. Oh no, back to the chicken.
Right. I know.
The girls left, and they gave me 2 bottles of tequila. So I went back into Miss Mays with the 2 bottles of tequila. So now I'm in Miss Mays giving out free shots and shit. And we're not even working no more. I'm not even Captain Morgan no more. But I still had that Captain Morgan mentality from working all night. So I wound up getting kicked out of Miss Mays. And they made me leave. They made me go home. So I was driving, and I took a wrong turn, and I ended up at the Port of New Orleans. And I tried to explain to that security guard that, look, I made a wrong turn. I'm gonna go right up here. Now I don't know where right up here where I was pointing to, but whatever was right up there was not a road. And I busted the tires out of my fucking Firebird. When that happened, no, my Firebird was nice. It would look like the Knight Rider car.
Oh, talk about Knight Rider. Mama Dean must be gangster. Sorry, Mama Dean. You got that right.
I've been there for some of them stories with my mom. So when I realized my tires was busted, I went ahead and drove into the parking lot. And when I stopped the car, I seen Harbor Police coming. So I was like, all right, well, let me get out the car. I get out the car. When the Harbor Police came up, I'm literally on side of my car throwing my guts up. This dude wanted to hit me with drinking and driving so bad. But none of them actually saw me driving my car. They could tell that I was public intoxicated, but nobody seen me. It was my word against that security guard. So we was gonna have to go to court for that. I go to court. I get arrested for being drunk in public. And then while I'm waiting to be discharged, all of a sudden this motherfucker hollers about I got an act of terrorism charge, and they were waiting for the bond for that. Time out.
Right.
I'm American as fuck. And I understand that Captain Morgan.
No, you Captain Morgan. He's Puerto Rican.
That's what I was just saying. I told these cops this shit. I'm like, I understand that Captain Morgan is Puerto Rican rum, but I'm American, and this is a costume. Like, I'm not a terrorist. But not, dude. It was
that shit real quick, huh?
Right. I become a lawyer in that motherfucker.
One time when I was talking to a Mexican, and and I told her whether he was talking his Mexican shit, but I said, I'm not gonna pay you. This motherfucker started speaking clear English.
English is shit. Yeah. No, never mind.
He's like, nah, motherfucker, you gonna pay me? Oh,
yes, sir.
Well, how
yes,
much
sir. Definitely. And so when I when they arrested me, but because it was right after 9/11. And the Port of New Orleans, that's federal property and shit. And I didn't have a TWIC card. So now I'm on government property without permission to be on it. And the motherfuckers arrested me, bro. They wound up.
You, man. Like, I don't hear this type shit. This really like I'm watching some shit on Netflix.
Bro.
I ain't never heard about a guy fucking, yeah.
And the crazy thing like that, the judge told me, they wound up dropping it. But the judge told me, and he goes, this is why you need to be careful of your surroundings, because one wrong turn could have altered your life forever. And he's right. Like, them bitches had me on a fucking act of terrorism charge. It is like, I don't see how that would have ever stuck. Like, bitch, I'm Captain Morgan. The only thing I'm going to do is get everybody in this bitch drunk. Like, that's... But going back to the pirate thing, because I keep saying it and I got to correct myself. Captain Morgan is not a pirate. Captain Morgan is a even though he looks like a pirate, he is a Puerto Rican captain of his ship. He is
like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, dude. And a lot of people, a lot of kids used to think that. That's what made me and Paulie D about getting into a fight. I got sidetracked. Club Karma. So they get this motherfucker from Jersey Shore to come out and be the DJ. So all night, this some bitch keeps calling me like Captain Hook, Captain Crunch, shit like this. And so my boss comes up to him and he's like, look, you need to go up that and address that. And I'm like, what part of that do you think is going to be good? Like that dude's a reality TV star. They paid him money to come out here. I was like, I go tell him something. I'm the asshole. Like there's
Hey, but like Boo said, you got your people with you. So
no.
Every fucking weekend and almost us still around.
No, not in Lafayette. They got their people around. Like I got me in Lafayette. It's like shit. So they tell me I gotta go address this shit. So I go up on the fucking stage to go address it, and he was cool with his like, yeah, no problem. And when I turned around, he pushed me down them fucking stairs. You're not gonna touch me, man. So I wound up going back up the stairs. But his security guards was faster than me, but me and the two security guards ended up in jail in Lafayette. That was the last time I ever got worked on a promo. Like they couldn't fire me because it was self-defense on my end, but at the same time,
like self-defense.
You're fucking right. Everything's self-defense.
Hey, the police I deal with there say that shit for the judge.
My life, I felt endangered. Love, I was scared for my life. I got that shit memorized. Fuck that. But you sign a contract in the beginning, like you can't hit nobody. You even if somebody all out punches you, you still have to try to get out of that altercation. You're Captain Morgan, because you're gonna get sued no matter what.
You go low, you go high.
Right, like you're gonna get sued. Like who doesn't matter who it is, they're gonna get that Captain Morgan money because they motherfuckers got money
bigger than you. So
dude, right.
So do you think is it worth it? But before this, I want to show this quick clip. Let's get this quick clip going. Look,
Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. I hated that shit. Ow! I was Captain Morgan's version Jägermeister. Dude, that's a winner. Dude, we had a whole gear to put on. Dude, that's Matt. That's the national captain. It's good times, man. This is all during Mardi Gras on Bourbon Street. Oh, look at B-Dub. She used to be a voodoo dog. Love, right? That's full circle.
All right. I mean, so
I hated that drink.
Look like we just brought back some bad memories.
Dude, that and that Captain Morgan lime. I hated that shit. I can't handle clear liquor on its own anyway. And then they put that lime in. Dude, I throw that shit up and then you throw them back up lime. Oh, that was so horrible.
Well, you know what? I couldn't understand, like, what was that smell that Bourbon Street has? Like, you know,
piss. Piss and throw up. That's what it fucking spoiled fucking fruit drinks and shit on the ground. Oh my god, anything and everything you could think of nasty. Oh, don't drink that shit. Don't drink that shit. Don't drink. See, I learned at a quick time through Captain Morgan. I learned if you're gonna go on Bourbon Street drinking, don't get them hand grenades or them hurricanes and shit. You don't want to fuck with none of that. You want to watch them pour it out the bottle, because that shit is all pre-made and it's just in like 55-gallon garbage cans in the back, and they just go in there and take scoops of it. Man, they got rats and shit that go up in there. And I know that for fact. Like, I'll never drink. You'll never see me drink a fucking hand grenade.
Signature saying he tapped in. Appreciate
what up, man? That's my dog. He makes my cups. Hey, yeah, dude.
Hey, hold on. He made this motherfucker too. Hey, shout out.
I'm just saying, like,
creations, man. Y'all,
you need to get you a tumbler made, man. Check out my boy. Good quality cups. But yeah, dude, you'll never see me drink a pre-made drink out on Bourbon Street ever since. And then being Captain Morgan, it makes it hard for me to go to a bar these days because, well, on top of the fact I quit drinking, but before I quit drinking, I didn't like going to the bars and buying drinks because I was Captain Morgan for like 5-6 years. So I was used to the bars paying me to come there, giving me free drinks, let me do what I want. Right. I'm not going to go back and give you all the money I just made off of you. Like that's the way my brain works on that. Like, y'all paid me to be out here for 5 years. I'm not going to come back and give you that money back to come hang out one fucking night. Like, nah, I'm good. Had a good time while we was there, but that's about it. But in that video, though, see, there's different levels to it. I was a local captain. I did Louisiana. There was actually 3 of us in Louisiana, and they're all over. Wherever you got a mainstream college at, there's a Captain Morgan. That guy, that's Matt. He's a national captain. Now, and they get paid fucking 6 figures. They fly around the world, bro. Like wherever there's the big happening event, they go to that shit. The downside, he used to say, the downside of it is you do not have a family. You do not have no wife. You don't have kids. You're Captain Morgan. You're Captain Morgan 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Do it like what they're going to call you up. Every day you're going to have a mate. There's like 5 national captains. And you're always going to have an event to go to. Baseball game, football game, soccer games. You go to another, there's something going on in another country. Captain Morgan's there. But it's a world brand. Like, they sell Captain Morgan fucking everywhere. Dude. He was the one. So like when we would do Mardi Gras for Bourbon Street, he would be the main focal point walking up and down Bourbon Street, doing your major clubs like Cat's Meow, BBC.
Cat's Meow a couple of times.
BBCs, they would rent out BBCs, and that would be the Captain Morgan's headquarters for Mardi Gras weekend or whatnot. The rest of us we was like on the back streets hitting like the little bars and stuff like that. But I'll wrap the Captain Morgan story up with some life-changing shit. So I actually, through my fault, and they got people that could testify for this, I changed Captain Morgan history forever because I got drunk one night. So like, people from New Orleans can remember that, and that there's somewhere on the internet there's got to be a clip of it. Years ago, man. So Captain Morgan used to grease. That's how you started carnival season. Captain Morgan would grease the poles down in the French Quarter, kicking off Mardi Gras weekend. Okay. Matt always did that shit. Well, when we all got together, man, there's just 1 year we just had the right group of guys together, man, with Captain Morgan, and we had a great weekend. Well, everybody wound up getting drunk, and then because I was on coke, I was the one that wound up being awake. But I was fucked up out of my mind. So they come busting the door. Well, Captain Morgan needs to be on live TV on the news to grease the poles and shit to kick off fucking Mardi Gras. I was the only one awake, so I was like, I got this. I mean, I'm feeling all right. I go out there, bro. We're on live Channel 4 news and shit, greasing the poles, and I fell off that bitch, bro. Live on TV. That bitch just cut the commercial. Boom. Ever since then, Captain Morgan no longer greases the poles to kick off Mardi Gras season. Like they cut that shit out. It's like my bad. I ain't mean to fuck up New Orleans tradition, but that was 100% my fault. I fell off that fucking pole. Trying to show off.
Hey, I am laughing at you, right?
Dude, I laugh at me all the time when I think about when I tell that story. Cause like I was good. I was like up on the pole, man. Like I was good. But I had that grease on my fucking hands. And I tried to do like the woo Captain Morgan pose. And when I did that,
I know you was extra with it.
my fucking hand slipped right off that bitch, but I was down. I'm like, you got to be fucking lying. And then that was it. They went to commercial. I wound up getting sent home for the rest of that day.
Yeah.
And then Captain Morgan never greased the pose again. It was like, my bad, y'all. Right. Like I wasn't supposed to be doing it anyway. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I was doing y'all a favor. Y'all asked me to do the shit. It wasn't on my schedule. I'm trying to help y'all. Blame Matt for being drunk. Fuck.
I mean, so this is a great show, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm hearing, we you took us through a journey. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was the Mandalorian way. This is the way. Then you ask off.
Got to, because man, because Captain Morgan was its own thing. Like other than Pope Clown getting me that job, that was two totally different identities. Like that, like I was literally Joshua Dean, Pope Clown, and Captain Morgan at that point in my life. And like it literally was living three different lives. And that was a crazy point. Because I'm sneaking in voodoo games while I'm running out to be Captain Morgan. And then now once you get done with Captain Morgan, I'm taking all this free liquor. And now we're going to throw a house party over here as Josh. But then I got to hurry up and sober up because I got to go back and be Captain Morgan the next morning. Like the weekend
goddamn nephew coming in there. I don't care about all them goddamn people. What my nephew coming in there?
La, he ain't not tonight. He'll be back next week.
When did you become for my nephew, Josh, for my nephew? This was after Captain Morgan?
What? Oh yeah. I haven't been Captain Morgan in 15 years now. Damn. Yeah, Jason wasn't even thought of at this time. Like that's way Jason came.
Oh, definitely. Y'all can see everything plays a part to all these episodes. So go back and watch episode 2.
Yes.
Check out my nephew Jason, man. Like it's been a journey. So look, talk about journey. Look, Mama Dean. Look, I don't know if it's a keyboard or a phone, but she is quick, man. I salute your Mama Dean.
Look, I tell the girls here at work all the time, bro. I was like, my mom and dad earned every one of their gray hairs. Like I know between me and my brother, shit. And then you can even throw in a couple of my friends on that. Like, God damn, my hair is gray. God, dude. But yeah, dude, we put them through the ringer on quite a few things. But it was all in good fun now. I was just building my character, figuring out who I was.
Now it looks like you got many of them. On Easter, you're the Easter Bunny. On Christmas, Grinch. On Christmas, Papa
now we got the voodoo coming back. Now we got the voodoo coming back, so we're about to start busting out as Pope Clown all over again at the games. Like, shit.
Hold on, wait. You can't give them all that, man.
Oh, I'm going to give it. I want them people in there.
I'll check the page for more information.
La. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, look, I want to tell everybody thank y'all for chiming in on this one. Like, this was one that I knew a lot of people wanted me to talk about because I've always get asked questions about being Captain Morgan. And man, you asked the question earlier, man. I'm gonna be honest, it's 100% worth it. Like I'd still be doing those promos today if the people would be calling me. Not only was it something to do on the weekends for me, it was something to do, but it was something. It wasn't the same thing. Like when you go out, man, you always at the same bar talking to the same people, it was something new every weekend. You know, like I'll be at this bar this weekend, I'll go to this bar the next night. So that part always changed. It was always something new to actually go out there and do. Love. These people keep running over my stick. But I wouldn't change it for nothing. I'd do it all over again if they called me today. I'd be there tomorrow. Like, if anybody out there's got a chance, check out US.
Yeah, let me put it out there right now.
Yeah, check them out, man. See if you can get you a Captain Morgan job, because like I said, dude, it's well worth it. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I'd be more smarter these days than a lot of the shit that I used to do back then. Like, I know, grown up now, I know my limits and stuff. But like I said, man, I appreciate Sports Talk with Friends for giving us the opportunity to have this podcast. Thank you for actually coming to hang out with us this week. You know, I didn't want you sleeping. Everybody for tuning in. Look, everybody for tuning in, man. Without y'all, none of this would be going on. So be sure to tap in every Sunday at 8 o'clock, because we still got more stories. We still got body piercing times, rolling with bikers. Like, there's so much more to come of this. This is just such a small fraction.
Because I'm scared now, because I just watched Sons of Anarchy for the first time. That shit go down like that, bro.
Some of that I can, and they got people that's gonna be chiming in. A lot of that shit's really how that fucking shit goes down. That was them body piercer days. We're gonna get into that in the upcoming shows. But for sure, man, y'all, thank y'all for chiming in. Be sure to check it out. Like and subscribe us on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Check out Sports Talk with Friends. I got my page, Pope Clown. We're gonna be here every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Check out the website, popeclown.com. So that way you can see what's coming up. We're going to be having some merchandise coming up, and we're going to be starting to put together some actual events that we want to get going with some charity and stuff. So y'all help us out and check it out, and let's help it to get this thing going. And until then, we'll be back next week, man. Thank y'all for chiming in.
Wow.